This is my last syllabus video that I'm making for now. Yay! I've made so many. I have 5 classes all starting the same day. This is my last one. So, anyway, Linda Bernhardt, teacher for the Environmental Science Lab for South Georgia State College. I pretty much designed this one, so if you hate any part of it, sorry. If you loved it, yay! If you have helpful feedback, give it to me. Have my email address there. That's one of the best ways to contact me. It comes straight to my phone. I'm also going to be posting a phone number in the class that you can use to text me. I will also be willing to meet you guys on Zoom so we can do a face-to-face chat. But if we use Zoom, you have to have your video on. I don't just talk to a black screen. So there you go. There is no actual textbook for this course. There used to be a lab manual, but it got annoying to try to find and it cost too much money, and I'm a cheap person. And so I've just been doing free stuff and writing some of it up on my own and that kind of thing. So you will definitely want to keep track of in the class, in the lab, when I post a file. Read it carefully because it's something that came from me, and I will be very specific on how I want it, but you don't have to worry about a textbook. You will, however, need to get some materials at some point. Like there's a lab where you are going to be growing some plants for a while. So obviously you're going to need like little cups and some soil and some seeds, that kind of thing. Bunch of stuff there, what you're supposed to learn. Here's a part about your what you attach. When I can do it as just a quiz, so you can just type your answers, I do. Sometimes I'll ask you something and I have you typing in your answers and it's just text. Yay. However, if it requires an attachment, I really want it to be a Word document. That means it ends with .doc or .docx. That is what I prefer. I really, really want you to do that. Now, the reason I say prefer is sometimes people can get away with a PDF, but not often. And sometimes I might need it to be an Excel sheet. But for the most part, it's going to be a Word document. But you cannot just do a screenshot of your phone. You cannot do the RTF. And if you have a Chromebook, nothing that comes basic on a Chromebook. I hate those and I can't open them. If you are questioning whether or not your attachment is going to work or be okay, contact me before it's time to turn in your assignment and we'll test it to see if it will work for me or not. Because I'm not just being super picky, I need to be able to open it or I can't grade it. So if it's something other than a Word document, and when I say Word document, again, I mean .doc or .docx, make sure to contact me early so we can work it out. Now, right underneath this, I tell you that you have 7 days from when I grade your assignment to talk to me about it. If you think that you deserved more points than what I gave you, you need to talk to me about it within 7 days of me posting it. That means week 15, you cannot ask me about changing something from week 3. That's all there is to it. You have 7 days from when I post the grade to do this. I already told you to contact me, email, or the text I'm going to give you. You can contact me through Brightspace. However, it might take me longer to respond because Brightspace does not alert my phone. Email and the text will alert my phone. Brightspace, it has to wait until I log in. And I try to log in daily, but there are times where it might be 2 days. Like, I log in on, say, Friday at noon, and then it might be Sunday at 2 when I log in again. If the only way you contacted me was through Brightspace, that means I didn't get your message until then. So if it's something you need a faster response to, make sure to email me or send it to the text, the number that I'm going to post on the class. If you need any kind of stuff with the Office of Disability Services, make sure to contact them, depending on which campus you're on. Same thing for the counseling services. Different campuses have different stuff. SGSC has their own attendance policy. My attendance policy is the fact that this is an online lab. I don't have an attendance policy. Just turn your stuff in. If you don't turn something in, you get a 0. That's all there is to it. I don't think you want to get a bunch of 0s because then you fail and you've wasted the semester. Now, that brings me to your grades. I do the point system. If you're also taking the class, same kind of point system. There's 1,000 points throughout the semester. As soon as you hit 900 points, you already have your A. Never goes down, only goes up. Everything you turn in, you get points. Hopefully you'll be getting full points because you're taking it seriously and you're doing a good job. If you seriously impress me, I'll give you extra points. But if you just barely kind of sort of answer it, you're not going to do so well. If you phone it in and just like try to BS your way through the labs, you're not going to do well at all. If you give each assignment the respect it deserves, you're going to be okay. So 100% entirely up to you. If you want an A, you need to get at least 900 points. And I say at least because if you notice in bold, it says, I do not round the grades. At the end of the semester, no rounding of grades. That means if you have 899.7 points, you will have a B because you did not get to 900 points. When I say I do not round, I mean I do not round, period. You can have 899.95 and you will still get a B. You have to have gotten the 900 points to get the A. So shoot for that. All right, policy on late makeup work. There isn't any. I do not accept makeup work and I do not accept late work at all for any reason whatsoever. None at all. Everything's open for the full week. Get it done. Some stuff might be open a little bit longer, but most of them it's there for a week. If you open it when it opens and you get to work, it's not going to be that big a deal. Some of these things you can knock out in like 20 minutes. Some of them will take substantially longer. You have some labs that span over the course of a couple of weeks. I will warn you each time, every single week there is a folder and a file. In that file, I will talk you through what to do and how to plan. The things that are going to be for where you have to collect stuff for a few days in a row, I'm going to tell you, you better start this soon. But if you get in the habit of only opening the stuff like on Thursday, you're kind of messed up. You're not going to do well at all. So you need to plan your time accordingly for the lab. Yeah, there you go. Everything has to be turned in where I tell you to turn it in. I've had to add this because there were people at SGSC, former students, who sat there and thought they could get around with just turning stuff in whenever they felt in whatever location and then tried to argue it. So now I try to make sure it's crystal clear. If you're trying to turn in lab 3, then you better turn it in where it says to turn in lab 3. I will not take it emailed or post it anywhere else. If you are supposed to be sharing your information with the class and there is a discussion board, like for the plant lab that will come up, you have to share that information where I say to share the information. We have optional discussions open, and in each week's file, I show you the optional, and it even says optional next to it. If you post what you're supposed to turn in here underneath the optional thing, you're still going to get a 0 because you didn't post it in the right place. So make sure you post everything where it's supposed to be posted. Plagiarism, don't do it. Do not just copy and paste. Write your own stuff. If you do and I catch you, you will get a 0 for that assignment. And then if you do it again, I will report you to South Georgia State College for the disciplinary stuff. Family Educational Rights Privacy Act of 1974 means I cannot talk about your grades to anybody at all, not even you, over the phone or email. The only way we can discuss grades will be through Brightspace or a face-to-face Zoom so I can verify that it is you. That's it. Academic success. This is all going to be stuff about tutoring. You do not need tutoring for this lab. If at any point you feel that you just don't understand something, do yourself a huge favor and ask me. Talk to me. I promise you I will answer your questions. But you need to be able to formulate your questions, and you need to have actually read what I told you to read first. Because I will then ask you, so what about this do you not understand? But we'll go through it. Now, this is to remind you that everything closes on Fridays at 10. Right here. Please note, everything closes on Friday nights at 10. No other time, no other day. It will always be Friday night, 10 p.m., with the exception of the very last week. That's the only time it changes. So, for all the rest of the weeks, everything closes Friday night, 10 p.m. Now, here's how it breaks down. You have this first week, the syllabus/course quiz. You get 50 points just for doing that quiz. Then you have your introduction discussion. You have this in this class, and you have it in the actual class. So class has an intro, lab has an intro. These are totally different courses. You have to do one for both if you're in both of them. Do not forget to do the introduction discussion for your lab, or you will get a 0 for those 50 points. And it's like the easiest 50 points on the planet. So just do it. You have a total of 12 labs at 50 points apiece. Technically, you're going to have more than that, but that's my built-in extra credit. So 12 labs, 50 points apiece. Then you have a semester-long project. Yes, it is a semester-long. You will be working on this all freaking semester. And I have a whole nother video talking you through this project. 200 points for that project. It's a big project. It's important. You have to actually do it all semester. And then you have a final exam at the very end worth 100 points. So all those together gives you 1,000. Now, here's the breakdown for your labs. Notice each of these have actual labs listed, and week 10 is spring break. So there you go. Some of these flip around. Sometimes the energy consumption ones, notice there's a lab 1, 2, and 3. These are long. You collect a lot of information. And then on week 5, it says start plants. And then notice it's week 8 when you finish the plants. It's a lot of information. It's a lot of stuff to do. So be ready. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you have questions about the syllabus, shoot me a message. I will happily answer you. And I will do everything I can to help make you successful. I've been making videos. In the past, I've done some videos for some of the labs. I'm trying to redo them to, I guess, make them a little clearer. But some of them I actually still have posted on the YouTube site. And we'll see. We'll see if I leave them or if I'll delete them. But I'm going to be working on making new ones to help walk you through. But for this first week, it should pretty much just be the introductions and stuff. And so it's going to be the syllabus video. There's the overview video that's posted in the announcements already. And then I'm going to do another video all about the semester-long project. And I guess I should do an intro video about myself too. We'll see if that happens. I guess that's it. And I look forward to having a fun semester because I like the labs. I think they're kind of fun. It's going to drive you crazy on some, but I think they're kind of fun. And I guess that's it. So, peace out.